Today we're going to be discussing the first Jedi Academy of Luke Skywalker, also known as the Jedi Praxeum, and we're going to be pulling from the Legends or EU continuity for this video, as there is a lot of history and lore surrounding the Jedi Praxeum and its students. The Academy was constructed in 11 ABY, after Mon Mothma sanctioned the project and even suggested that it be built on Yavin 4, which Luke agreed would be the perfect location. It would be set up inside of the Great Temple, which was originally used as the base for the Rebel Alliance years prior. The low level would be used as the hangar bay for ships as well as other vehicles. The next level is where you would find the Strategy Center, formerly known as the War Room, during the Battle of Yavin. And this level would also contain meeting halls, kitchens, and dining areas, as well as communications and computing bays. The next level up would primarily be used as accommodations for the students as well as the Jedi Masters, and finally the topmost level would be the Grand Audience Chamber or Ceremonial Hall, which is where we saw Luke and Han receive their medals after the destruction of the first Death Star. There were lots of training grounds located at the Praxeum, which included everything a student would need to hone his skills in the Force, dueling, and more. The grounds even included ASP-19 battle droids, which would use practice lightsabers to train with students and could even be set at varying levels of difficulty. One of the key differences between Luke's Jedi Academy and the era of Jedi which his father Anakin was brought into is that Luke welcomed all ages of Force-sensitive beings. Luke didn't believe you had to be a young child or pulled away from your family as an infant to learn the ways of the Force and be trained as a Jedi. After much work, the former Rebel base was repurposed and became the first Jedi Academy of Luke Skywalker. To begin, he welcomed 12 students to teach in the ways of the Force, though more would soon join. Another difference between Luke and past Jedi is that Luke allowed and encouraged attachments, as he saw them as a strength, and that if a Jedi had someone to love, then he had someone and something to fight for. Luke would also, of course, eventually marry Mara Jade, who would also spend time at the Academy, and the two would have a son, Ben Skywalker. Jacen and Jaina Solo, the twins of Han and Leia, as well as their youngest son Anakin, so of course, Luke's niece and two nephews, would also be trained at the Academy as well. A diverse group from across the galaxy would be welcome and find a place with Luke. Not only humans, but Twi'leks, Rodians, and even Zabraks would train under Luke and the other masters. The Jedi Praxeum wasn't without its share of problems, however, as there would be students who would become disillusioned, tempted by the dark side, become frustrated with some of the methods of training, and one talented student named Dasan would even strike down his training partner during a fit of rage and abandon the Jedi Praxeum. He would later return as a Dark Jedi and attempt to destroy the Academy altogether. His attempt would fail as he would be defeated by Kyle Katarn, another student of Luke's. After many years and many trained Jedi, the Jedi Praxeum on Yavin 4 would fall in 26 ABY during the Yuuzhan Vong War, which was a terrible war against the Yuuzhan Vong species who invaded the galaxy. That's really a story and video in itself, so we won't go too deep into it in this one, other than to say that the Jedi Praxeum on Yavin 4 was destroyed during this time and eventually re-established on the planet Ossus. But there you have it, a little bit about the beginnings and history of Luke's first Jedi Academy, the Jedi Praxeum on Yavin 4, and as always, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you.